Hi, I am Rutsell Lee with Portfolio Real Estate, and I am a local Northern California realtor. If you have been wondering whether now is the right time to buy a home, sell a home, or maybe wait a little longer, you are not alone. I hear these questions every single day, and honestly, a lot of the confusion comes from headlines that do not reflect what is really happening in our local market. So today, as we close out the year 2025 and look ahead to 2026, I want to walk you through what the numbers are actually telling us, what has changed, and what that means for you in real life. As we wrap up 2025 and get ready for a new year, there really is a lot to be thankful for. This past year brought clarity. The housing market did not fall apart. It did not take off either. It simply slowed down and corrected. And that kind of year is healthy. It gives buyers and sellers time to think, plan, and make better decisions. Let us talk about what we actually saw this year, according to the Sacramento Association of Realtors housing report from November of 2025. The number of homes for sale increased by about 14% compared to the year before. That meant buyers finally had more choices and did not feel rushed. At the same time, the number of homes that sold was slightly lower than last year, and homes took longer to sell. That does not mean buyers disappeared. It means buyers became more careful, and that change matters. Another number that helps explain the market is months of inventory. Right now, Sacramento sits at about 2.4 months of inventory. That still leans toward a seller market, since anything under 3 months usually does. But here is the part people miss. Even with low inventory, prices did not keep climbing. The median home price slipped by about 3% from last year. The average home price dropped by almost 4%. At the same time, the price per square foot stayed fairly steady. What that tells us is simple: the market is not crashing, it is settling. Homes are also taking longer to sell. In November of 2025, the average home spent about 40 days on the market. That is noticeably longer than 1 year ago. That is not a bad thing. Buyers are slowing down, doing inspections, asking questions, and negotiating again. They are no longer rushing into decisions they may regret later. That kind of behavior creates a healthier market. We also saw a shift in negotiations. On average, homes sold for about 97% of their original asking price. That means sellers are adjusting expectations, and buyers are no longer paying whatever it takes just to win a house. This is a market where both sides need to be realistic and informed. So what does all of this tell us as we head into 2026? It tells us that next year will be a careful market. Some homes will do very well. Others will struggle. It will depend on the neighborhood, the price range, and how well the home is prepared. Homes that are priced correctly and presented well will sell. Homes that are priced too high will sit. There is not much room for guessing anymore. For sellers, this means having a plan matters more than ever. Pricing a home right from the start is critical, because the first 30 to 45 days on the market now carry the most weight. When a home misses that window, it often becomes harder to sell later. For buyers, 2026 continues to offer opportunity. Buyers can take their time, ask for repairs, and walk away from deals that do not feel right. That does not mean every offer will be accepted. But it does mean buyers can make thoughtful choices again. If you are thinking about buying a home next year, preparation matters more than speed. Understanding your full monthly cost is important. That includes insurance, property taxes, homeowner association fees, and whether the home truly fits your lifestyle. You can always adjust an interest rate later. You cannot easily fix buying the wrong home. If you are thinking about selling, strategy matters more than hope. Condition, pricing, and presentation are what buyers are paying attention to now. The market is no longer rewarding guesses or old expectations. One last thing I want to remind you of: national news does not decide your home value. Real estate is local. What happens in another state does not automatically apply to your neighborhood. That is why working with someone who understands the local market makes such a difference. As we move into 2026, this is a market that rewards patience, honesty, and good guidance. It is no longer about rushing, it is about making smart, informed decisions that fit your life. I am Rutsell Lee, and if you plan on buying or selling a home, I want to be your realtor. If you want clear answers, honest guidance, and a plan built around your goals, I would love to help. You can visit my website at rutsell.com. You can also call or text 916-625-2800. Again, that number is 916-625-2800. I am Rutsell Lee, California Department of Real Estate License number 02067791. My husband and business partner is Gary Lee, California Department of Real Estate License number 01448722. We are with Portfolio Real Estate, proudly serving Sacramento and Northern California. If you found this update helpful, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with someone who may be planning a move in 2026. We would be honored to earn your trust and your business.